Hello and welcome. This is Dramani Online Mathematics. Today we are going to look at triangular law of vector. Name, understand this. Law of vector is a law. So you should understand that it's a law, so you must obey it. Just like you don't obey the laws of this noble country, you are going to what? Be punished. Okay, so let's look at the triangular law of vector. What do we mean by a triangular law of vector? So let's look at this diagram. Let's say I have a diagram like this. This is a triangle. Okay, let's name this A, B, C. Now, this one, let's show arrow here. This is that this A is moving towards B and the B is moving towards C. It means that if I stand here and I want to come to the C, I can stand at this place and move to the B before I come into the C. Is that okay? And I can also stand here, move straight to the C. So we say that from A to the C is called the resultant. The resultant vector. Is that okay? Because the resultant vector is the addition of the two, A, B plus BC. Is that okay? But we are saying that from A to C is the same as starting from A to B, B to C. That is how it is. So looking at this, A to C is the resultant vector. Okay. Now, so this is what you are going to say. For the resultant vector, per what I said, AC is going to be what? Equals to AB, that is from A to B, plus B to C. Is that okay? A to C equals A to B plus B to C. So the resultant vector is the addition of this thing, or the sum of A, B, and what? B, C. That gives you the resultant vector of this. So here, if I want AB, I simply make AB the subject. If I make AB the subject, that will be what? AC minus what? BC. The same thing applies to if I want to make BC, then here becomes AC minus AB. Okay, that is perfect. Now let's look at examples of them. Okay, now let's look at the example 1. Given that AB equals 8/5, AB equals 8/5, not over. BC equals 3/5. Find AC. Find AC. So for you to do this, let's sketch the diagram. So you are going to start with AB. The thing is starting from A, you see the direction, and moving towards B. So that is the I. This is going to be, say, starting with A, so you go this way to wait B. So this is the direction, okay? And when you get to the B, it then move toward C. You know, this is a triangle, so you don't continue like this. That will not form a triangle. So it will be like this. Then it's C. Have you seen it? Okay. Now, if you want to form a triangle of this, you just join this one to this. Is that okay? So in this case, the formula becomes AC equals AB plus BC. Is that okay? So my AC equals, in fact, the question says you should find AC. Is that okay? So if you want to find AC, we know AB. AB is 8/5. BC is 3/5. Why am I using over? 8/5. 8/5 plus 3/5. So AC equals 8 plus 3 is 11, 10. Is that okay? So this is simple. Very, very easy to do. Now let's look at the second example. Find ML if MN equals 16/8 and NR equals -11, -5. So that's example 2. You are starting with mn. Okay, so you stand at m, then you move to a n. So you go n, then you bring the arrow. That shows, that's why it's a vector. Vector moves with a distance and a direction. Okay, then when you get to the n, it moves to a r. So you stand here, you move r. But because you want a triangle, we join this together. Now the question says we should find where ml. So that's the resultant vector. Is that okay? In fact, for the resultant vector, you put 2 arrows. Because these are 2, so 2 of them gives you 1. Can you see that? Yeah. The first one I didn't bring it. So mr will be equals to mn plus nr. So mr will be equals to mn. So our mn is 16.8. 16.8. nr is negative 11, negative 5. So we get 16 plus negative 11 will give you 4 or 5. 5, okay. And 8 plus negative 5 will give us 3. So this is mr. Simple as ABCD, okay. So please try your hands on this. Here AB has been given, AC has been given, you have to find BC. So try your hands on that. Okay, let's look at last example, then we move to the next topic. Okay, now let's look at this example. The vertices of a triangle. This is a symbol for triangle, okay. And it looks like a triangle, small triangle, triangle baby. A triangle ABC are A is 1, negative 3, B is 7, 5, and C is negative 3, 5. Okay, I express A, B, B, C, and AC as a column vector. So here, do you know what it's trying to tell you? Yes, you're going to use the position vector to do that. I show that the triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. In the first place, let me ask you this question. What is an isosceles triangle? You know it, right? If you don't know, let me tell you this. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that have 2 sides being equal, the opposite base angle also being equal. Is that okay? Good. Then you also have I. Find the coordinate of the midpoint of AC. So you're going to find the midpoint of AC. Then also the last one, you find the equation of AB, vector AB. That's what you're going to do. So you're going to run through that. This one actually covers all what you have done so far. And it is finding itself in this place. Okay, so let's start with the first one. We have to express AB, BC, and AC as a column vector. Good. So solution. So first one, AB. AB will be what? OB minus OA. Okay. So AB equals, now B, where's our B? This is our B, 7, 5. A is 1, negative 3. So 7, 5, 1, negative 3. Is that okay? So AB, 7 minus 1, we all know is 6, right? Yes. Even if you tell your sister in class 1, you tell her is 6. I won't say it more. 5 minus minus, well, this, yeah. If you're in Nigeria or you're in another country, negative point in Ghana means negative times negative is positive. Yes. So 5 times, I mean, negative times negative with positive 3 plus 5, that gives you 8. So that is for, A, B. Then we move to B, C. So we go to B, C. So BC, we going to have OC minus OB. Is that okay? So BC, OC, so from here our C is negative 3, 5. Negative 3, 5. Our B is 75. So BC equals -3 minus 7 is -10. 5 minus 5 is 0. So this is what you are going to have. And then what else? The last one. The last one said AC. AC. So AC, you are going to have OC minus OA. So AC will be equals to OC is -35 minus OA. OA 1 -3. So our final answer here becomes -3 minus 1 is -4. 5 minus that gives us 8. This will be positive, okay? So 3 plus 5 is 8. We have -4, 8. So that is for the I. Let's move to II. Show that the triangle ABC is an isosceles. Okay, so let's draw a triangle here. A, B, C. So it will show that this is an isosceles triangle. Let's see. So this is A to B, right? B to C, A to C. So if you want to show that this is an isosceles, then either A to B should be equals to B to C, or A to C should be equals to B to C, like that. So let's look at it. So if you want to do that, what you do is that you use the length of a vector, okay? So you know that A to B is a length. So let's look for the length of AB. You know the formula to be what? X squared plus Y squared. So the length of AB will be equal to, let's write the formula again. You know it already. Where is AB? We have already worked for the AB. AB is 6, 8. So we have 6 squared plus 8 squared. So AB will be equal to square root of 6 squared is 36 plus 64. So AB will be equal to, is it 100? Yes. So AB square root of 100 is 10 units. Yes, you have to bring the unit. Okay, you don't know the unit, so you just write unit there. You don't know whether it's centimeters or meters or whatever. Now we move on to, now that's what we have looked for, and that one gives us 10 units. Okay, now let's also look for BC from here to here. So BC will be square root of, I won't write this formula. So BC, where's our BC? BC, we have -10 squared, 0. So you have -10 squared plus 0 squared. -10 is 100, okay? -10 squared is 100. 0 squared is 2, 0. So here, our BC is going to give us also 10 units, okay? So here it will be 10 units. Now let's read the last one, the AC. AC will be square root of, where is the AC? AC, we have -4. So -4 squared plus 8 squared. -4 squared is 16 plus 64. Okay. So AC is going to give us 16 plus 64. 4 here, 74. Square root of 74. This one is a set. You can break it down by to be in decimals. So we leave it like this. Unit. Don't say we are leaving it, so you won't bring the unit. So 74 units. Okay, so the question is to show that is whether the triangle is an isosceles or not. Okay, that was the question. Show that. So you can see that since line AB is equals to line BC, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Sharp. Now we also move on to the RI. The RI said find the coordinate of the midpoint of AC. Okay. Already the AC was negative 4, 8, right? I. The midpoint of AC, so the midpoint of AC will be half of AC. So the midpoint will be equal to half of x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2. So the midpoint will be equal to half of AC. When you work for AC, it was negative. Let's see A and C. This AC, okay. So we are just going to add this to this and this to that. Is that okay? So if I add this one to this, I'll get negative 1 plus negative 3. Let me do that. 1 plus negative 3. 1 plus negative 3. Like this. Comma. Y1. That one is negative 3, 5. Plus 5. So MD, managing director, half of this will give us negative 2, and this will give us 2. So the MD will be negative 1, 1. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Half of 2 is 1. So the midpoint of AC is negative 1, positive 1. Is that okay? Very good. Now let's move on to which one again? You should find the equation of AB. Wow. So you have to find the equation of line AB. It's a vector, okay? A was given in the question as 1, negative 3. B was given as 7, 5. So this one, if you want to find it, you have two ways of doing it. But I prefer this one. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, okay? So this m means gradient. So you first find the gradient. The gradient is changing y over changing x, which is the same as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is equals to y2. So 5, I'm using this one as my y2 and this to be y1. So that will be 5 minus 3. X2, that will be 7 minus 1. 5 minus 3, that gives us 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So my gradient here becomes 4 over 3. 2 goes there, 3, 2 goes there, 4. Okay, so this is our gradient. So let's see. If that is our gradient, you're going to substitute this one into the formula. So you can use this one or that. Anyone that you use, you still get the same answer. So I'm picking this one. So I have y minus. So my y1 will be negative 3. So already there's minus here. So it will be y minus 3 equals the gradient, which is 4 over 3 over x minus 1. So y minus that will be plus 3 is equals to 4 over 3 x minus 1. Is that okay? Now here you multiply through by the You find LCM. The LCM of the whole of this will be 3. So if I multiply here by 3, here by 3, so that is going to be 3y. Then 3 times 3 is 9 equals 4x minus 1. So we have 3y plus 9 equals to 4x. 4 times this will be negative 4. Now let me take additive inverse of 4x. That will give us 3y minus 4x. Additive inverse of negative 4 will be plus 4 here equals 0. So 3y minus 4x plus 13 equals 0. So this becomes the equation of the line AB or vector AB. Is that okay? So this is the solution to the 4 question. Thank you very much.